What is going on, wrestling fans? We are back with another Raw review. This is CCW. I'm Nick.
I'm Joe.
And I realized, and the reason I left that open for you to answer for yourself, and I realized I think it has been since the very first episode that we actually said who we are.
Oh yeah, yeah.
we
Yeah, and
just
that was a long one too.
we just jump into it. Um,
It's because we're so excited about the stellar programming that we're watching.
yeah, that's a lie. So we for those of you that don't know, we did well and those of you that care, we did not record anything Saturday like we were going to for SmackDown and Collision.
And that was my fault. I had a
Because
procedure done on Friday, and then Saturday I had a concert.
he had to go watch a
So
band that hasn't been relevant in 15 years.
hey, hey,
I kid. I don't kid, but I
I
would
saw
that
the Offspring, I saw Newfound Glory, and I saw Jimmy Eat World, and
if I had a chance to
it
go
was
see like Breaking Benjamin, I would. So I can't complain.
Breaking Benjamin's in town soon. They're playing at the Murat.
Yeah, but they're really expensive, dude. Everyone's expensive.
Yeah, I got a good deal. I got two pavilion seats, $50 a pop. Um, so yeah, I can't complain. But it was great. Uh, it was just a bunch of older millennials just vibing. It was great. Um, there was parts where they're like, "This song's from like 1994," and I'm like, "Oh, that makes me feel old." But
Yeah.
yeah, it was good. It was a good show. Um, Sorry if I sound nasally. I had a procedure on my nose done where they made balloon animals in it in an attempt to help me breathe better.
Hopefully it
And now I'm
works.
all congested and full of dry blood from where they made balloon animals in there.
But the good news is, guys, you didn't miss much.
You sure didn't. If you want to know what Collision was like, just listen to the previous week's Collision and just read the results. Same kind of thing happens.
Right. But moving on to Raw, before we get started, obviously one of the things we were going to touch on during the Collision and SmackDown video was Hulk Hogan's passing.
Yep, the Hulkster
Um,
passed away.
and first and foremost, regardless of personal feelings, how I have for Terry as a person,
Yep.
as a wrestler, as an icon, as a legend, which all of those things are exactly what he is in the wrestling business. We would not have wrestling in the form that it is in today without
It's very true.
him.
It's very true.
He's the
He was
one
the
that,
first big superstar.
yes, he was the first big superstar in the 80s that really catapulted the WWF at the time to the forefront of popularity. Obviously, he eventually jumped ship over to WCW, which was already big in and of itself, but then went on to create one of the most, if not the most important factions of all time in wrestling. Because again,
True.
without the NWO, we don't have the Attitude Era. We don't have the
Monday Night
Monday Night
War.
Wars. We don't have any of that, and the wrestling doesn't become what it is today.
Yep.
And obviously, he went on to do some other great things with like Rock at WrestleMania, among all those. I would be remiss if I also didn't talk though about the negative of who Terry Bollea was, and why I am not also one of those people that go out on a limb and I'm just like, oh, rest in peace, Hulkster, because as a human being, he was just not a very good human being.
He was polarizing. Um, didn't do the greatest job worrying about his image
No,
in the last 15 years. Was given plenty of opportunity to kind of change that,
and he would double down and triple down.
and just didn't. And it's sad because it kind of overshadows. Because I mean, most people are big sad, but like had he like taken responsibility for the things that he said and everything, everybody would have been big sad, and this would have been. It would have been more cheering his career and not this kind of resistance to it and kind of people on both sides kind of going. There's a lot of hate out there uh, for people on either side.
Yep.
People saying, "Well, why can't you just worry about the wrestling part?" And other people like, "How are you cheering for this guy because of what he said and the kind of person he was?" And it's sad that it's like that because he had the opportunity to fix that and he just didn't.
Right. So one of the things I said on the Discord board, which I'm going to repeat here, I think it's valid either way. I said I think it's important to be understanding of both sides regarding Hulk Hogan. Hogan was a big part of all of our childhoods, but also said some really vile and terrible things. I think people are justified in how they feel either way. Like and comment with the people that you agree with, block and ignore the ones that you don't, and do your best to do what's best for you and your mental health.
Yeah, don't spread the hate. Just, chat with the people who are on your side. Don't just go into forums and fight people because their opinion differs from yours. It's just a waste of energy.
So at the end of the day, thank you Hulk Hogan for everything you've done in wrestling, but also in the great immortal words of Iron Sheik, fuck the Hulk Hogan.
Whoever was running his social media. Man, oh man.
But no, and obviously one of the reasons I wanted to talk about that, Raw starts off with another 10 bell salute because we asked for this, I guess. And we get
different roster to parade out onto the stage to force them to show their support for the Hulkster.
No, listen. We also get a video package and then another video package, and after about 15 minutes of salutes and video packages, we finally get the show started. But
dude, every commercial you came back, you had a Hawk vignette. They were pushing his legacy merch super hard.
Peep this. The amount of, now I didn't watch SmackDown, so I didn't see the people on the stage for SmackDown. But the amount of people that looked like they were just going through the motions at the beginning of Raw
it looked like they were forced to be there. And that's probably a little accurate.
I think the only person that looked happy to be on that stage was what's his face? Eric Bischoff.
Oh, you're talking about tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bischoff was there. Hawk's son, Nick, was there. He was up front. Him and his wife.
Maybe I just didn't recognize Nick now because I definitely didn't know.
Well, he's older now. But yeah, he was up there. You had Trips. You had Punk.
Punk was staring out into fucking space, let me tell you.
Yeah, Punk was just like, let's get this over with. Bruce Pritchard was out there again. I mean, pretty much the entire roster and crew were out there.
Yep. So afterwards, we find out that Grave and Michael Cole's on commentary, and hey, they start us off with Jay's theme music because that's what we always asked for.
It's just him, Oos.
So Paul Heyman doesn't even let him start to talk. He comes out and wants to wants to speak to him man to man. And he can't believe that Uso accepted to join Roman in the name of family when family will always let you down. He talked about how Roman's let him down before, basically. And I love that he also played into the whole crowd where he was like, he told everyone that Santa basically wasn't real and that their mothers lied to them.
Yep. Your parents all lied to you, but mine didn't lie to me.
But then Paul goes on to say he's doing this because he loves Jey Uso, just like family. And then he tossed the mic, and I was like, that's fucked up.
And then Jay, who hadn't done anything for 10 minutes while Paul was talking, gets on the microphone and sounds completely out of breath.
I said, my exact words were, Jey Uso says things in segments. Something along about, I ride for my family, we let you in ours, something, yeet, music hits, and he does his signature move, which is his entrance again.
That pretty much sums it up. I don't understand this. His in-ring work is not good. He is literally a t-shirt and an entrance. And I can hear people say, well, what about Daniel Bryan? He was just yes and no chance, and he could work.
Yeah. Probably one of the best of all time, if arguably the best of all time when it comes to in between them ropes bell to bell.
It's like literally he's getting his push because he's moving shirts and his cousin is the top guy. and it's so depressing because there's so many other talented people. Not that Jay's not talented. I don't want to shit that hard on Jay Uso. But he's a
I
tag team wrestler. He's always been a tag team wrestler.
when him and
He's
Big
had his
Jim
moment.
when him and Big Jim are wrestling together, it's a great time. For those of you that
Well,
don't know,
they're interchangeable. Yeah, I saw
Naomi
SmackDown.
Naomi calls him Big Jim, so I always see it on Twitter, and he actually is
Do you?
referenced as yes, always.
Uh,
So he's always referenced as Big Jim, and that's why I call him that. But no, Jimmy and Jay Uso, I love them as a tag team, and don't get me wrong, I was happy to see them kind of do their own thing for a while because we did have to deal with the Usos for like 15 years.
yeah,
So
well, it was Usos and New Day forever because they didn't have any other tag teams that they were
right.
willing to push.
So it was nice to see them go off and kind of do their own thing, but I'm ready for that own thing to be over now because I'm tired of it. I got way more tired quicker with them singly than I ever did as them as a tag team.
It's just the whole bloodline thing has just drug on for almost 5 years now, and I'm tired of it.
The
I'm ready for them to go away a little bit.
the
Like, it's
only
the Chris Jericho thing, right? Like, how can I miss what you do bring? Because he brings something to the table. How can I miss what you bring if you don't go the fuck away and let
yeah,
me miss it?
I I am excited, and it's bad when you're excited for this. I am excited that Jay and Roman are wrestling somebody not in the bloodline. That's what I'm excited for. I'm not even excited for the match.
What a low bar to clear.
I'm just excited it's not wrestling with family because I'm tired of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but so yeah, like I said, Jay's music hits. He does his signature move, which is his entrance again, and we go into commercial break and come back, and we get our first match of the night, which is my match of the night.
A
All
little
because
bias, are we?
absolutely my favorite wrestler active today, AJ Styles, who is finally back on Raw apparently. Because that's where he's mainly been wrestling and been dealing with stuff. AJ Styles and the Kabuki Warriors versus the Judgment Day in a mixed tag match.
Yes, indeed.
And AJ Styles is partnering with one of my favorite women of all time in WWE,
Asuka.
Asuka.
Yes.
I'm not the biggest fan of what's her face?
Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane. I don't dislike Kairi Sane. She just, I don't know. She's crazy Japanese lady. Part number three.
She's little and her stuff doesn't work all the time. It doesn't look impactful. Yeah.
I'm
I don't
slowly
mind
becoming
Kyrie. I think she was better in NXT. NXT Kyrie Sane was better.
right. I am slowly becoming a fan of Roxanne over time, though. Gil, shut up.
Cat problems?
He wants to yell up the stairs at the cat that's sequestered off because she wants to attack everyone.
No, I didn't. I wasn't picking her up, so she's doing all right. But this match was fine. It was good. I particularly liked the point where AJ threw Kyrie over his shoulder over the top rope.
I swear to God, we have the same notes. I said AJ launching Kyrie over the top rope at Raquel was nuts. I thought he was too far away from the ropes, but it was spot on. Like, he launched her, dude.
Yeah. Kristen was watching it with me, and Kristen was like, "Oh."
I was like, "There's no way she's clearing that." She cleared it and then some.
Oh, easily. They showed the camera from the floor's perspective. Oh man, he yeeted. He yeeted that lady.
The proper use of yeet, by the way.
Exactly. But no, that was a good segment.
And then AJ won with the phenomenal forearm.
Yep. AJ hit the phenomenal forearm on Dom for the win. Good setup for the match. Like you said, I think when we were talking off stream, I think this does unfortunately set up Dom to win at the pay-per-view.
I was really hoping AJ was gonna say screw it and phenomenal forearm Roxanne. She was in the way.
So
Go ahead.
I am liking Raquel more and more and more. Roxanne doesn't really do it for me. I would much rather see Liv Morgan, but Roxanne has been the stud of this tag team, even with Liv. Like her character work and her I'm the big person of the tag team work has been really really good.
You
So
mean Raquel, because you said Roxanne.
yeah, I meant Raquel, not Roxanne. Roxanne, I'm kind of indifferent on, but Raquel has been really really solid.
But yeah, and obviously we'll talk more Friday night when we do our video and we talk about our predictions for the next couple or for SummerSlam.
The
Um,
2 night summer spectacular.
I do think, as you said, and we were talking a little bit before, I do think that they are going to have Dom win, unfortunately. For two reasons. I don't think AJ is going to be wrestling much longer. A lot of people seem to think he's going to leave to go to AEW. I'm pretty sure he's probably close to retirement.
No, he's even said in interviews that this is probably his last contract because he wants to be at home.
Right, and he's got
With
less than a
kids.
year left, so I don't see
Yeah.
him sticking around.
He'll
to
probably go.
win champ.
He'll probably go through Mania. He'll have his farewell match, and then he'll probably.
And I'm going to be honest with you guys. If his contract runs out and he does show up in AEW, I'll be thrilled. Because there are a couple people I'd still love to see him wrestle over there. But
Him and Ospreay.
I don't
Him
expect
and
it.
Swerve.
I expect him fully to retire, and I'm not going to be mad if he does. I mean, the man has had probably one of the best careers anyone has probably ever had wrestling-wise. I won't say championship-wise. Obviously, he didn't win the world championship like 52 times or anything crazy.
No, but underappreciated in TNA. He's been underappreciated in WWE. He had a really, really, really good run in Japan where he was the top guy over there.
Yep.
But yeah, he's had a great career,
And
just a great career.
He
Hall
was,
of Famer.
He was the last big Royal Rumble surprise.
Yeah,
Because
Number 3.
nobody knew he was in that Rumble. I remember being over at Joe's and we were watching and the music hit and we were like, who the fuck is
who the
this?
fuck is this?
And the moment he stepped out on stage, I popped.
Oh, dude! As soon as it
loud.
said phenomenal, yeah, it was great.
I was so excited to see him finally in the WWE. And
Yeah, it was great.
he even had a good first couple of years. Like he won the world title. He won Vince's
Yeah.
heart over.
Yeah,
Got a world
Vince
title
actually
push.
Vince actually booked him pretty solid. His matches with Cena were really good.
He made Cena look like a stud. I say that like
Yeah.
Cena sucked. Cena never actually sucked, guys, but he was definitely not as entertaining.
He just got shoved down everybody's throat, and it was just the same old shtick every week. Different town, same shtick.
But yeah, so AJ wins the match for him. We get a backstage interview of Sheamus about his win last week, and now Grayson Waller wants to fight Sheamus.
Big G, man. Why you keep calling him Grayson Waller? This is Big
Wa-
G.
Waller claims he's supported by the New Day now, and as Waller
Did you see their faces?
they were like, huh?
Did you see Xavier Woods did his clutching his pearls look on his face?
Yes.
Oh, the facials that him and Kofi were given behind him were great.
And then to top it off, after he says all this, he accepts the match with Sheamus, turns around, and New Day has disappeared.
They ghosted him.
And that immediately sets up the match, Sheamus versus Grayson Waller.
And they didn't even come out with him either.
No. I have written down it was a pretty mid-match overall. Sheamus wins what I think is a bro kick because I looked away and looked back with just enough time to see him get the 3 count.
Yeah, I've got awkward match. Waller isn't ready to be at this level.
No.
Sheamus wins with brogue kick, and then we got the.
Post-match
It was cool
beatdown.
it's cool how he won because he avoided the Rusev interference. It was entertaining. Avoided Rusev's interference, hit the brogue kick for the win, and then the post-match beatdown where Rusev just put him in the camel clutch for several minutes.
Decimated him with a shillelagh and then put the accolade on him.
With the shillelagh.
We get a Naomi interview backstage, which is good. I will never be sad at this point listening to her talk shit.
Call everybody a heifer.
Yeah.
Yes, I am liking Naomi's character work.
Then we get a WWE Unreal promo, which I hate the idea of the show so fucking much.
Yeah, I didn't even write that down. It was just nothing.
We get what you missed, a commercial interview with New Day. They were being interviewed by Byron Saxton, and Kofi said that they should be celebrating that Waller dropped the dead weight that is Theory. Woods then said that the tag title match tonight will be good, but it would have been great if they were in it, and that the LWO cheated Detroit out of seeing them in their ring garnish. At that point, Saxton was like, garnish? And they were like, yeah, because we're a meal, but that's okay, because it looks like the people of Detroit could miss a couple of meals anyways.
I'm kind of sad I missed that.
They were talking mad shit. Like, I really wish you could find a way to watch it gets rid of commercials. I watch live. I don't get commercials. I get all of the.
So I need to find a way to link my VPN to my router, or I just need to start watching Netflix on my laptop instead of my TV.
Or have them both going so that when those moments happen, you just get a chance to actually see them, because the shit.
That is a lot. That is a lot of screens for my ADHD.
True, but it's the same thing. You're not watching different things.
No, because I'll also have my phone in my hand, and I don't know what the hell will be on that.
True. So, backstage, Paul is talking to Big Bronson Reed, saying that Jay's family thinks we're nothing more than nothing more than a group without a leader. Braun Breaker comes into frame, gives him some word of support, says he's got an idea, and then that fades to black.
Yeah, it was a nothing special segment. It was just set up for the main event.
Speaking of bad struggling promos that we were talking before our recording, Lyra Valkyria comes out.
Ooh, it was rough at first.
And has the
it was rough.
Roughest promo that I think she's had in like 3 months.
Yep.
We got saved by Becky's music hitting. And then Becky came in and got her ass beat.
Boy, did she. Whipped like a government mule, as JR would say.
And eventually just runs off before she eats whatever Valkyria's finishing move is.
Yeah, I've got awful promo, needs work, still probably shouldn't be at this level. Becky sneak attack backfires.
Yeah.
Like, her work in the ring is not bad, but professional wrestling's not all.
She has moments where her promos are fine, and it's like
it got better once she got over the stumble and the incorrect number of weeks and all that stuff. So it got better, but it had been ruined by that point because there was 2 mess ups back to back.
But yeah, no, it was an overall pointless go home segment for this match, and I get why they did it, because you have to have some sort of segment leading into the pay-per-view. Well, PLE.
Yeah, everybody's got to get on the show to hype their match for the 2-night event, so it's necessary.
It just fell flat.
It fell flat. It just I don't see her as a credible threat to Becky. I think Becky wins. I think it's not even really that big a deal.
I hope Becky wins. Before, I thought the stipulation was Lyra was never going to be able to go for the IC title again, and at that point, I thought Lyra was going to win. But they clarified.
Yeah, it's just as Becky has the belt,
and they clarified it tonight, which tells me I'm pretty sure Bayley's probably going to take it off of Becky.
Oh, I don't want to. I would like to see Becky versus Bayley, but I don't want to then see Bayley versus Lyra again.
Right, which is where they would probably go with it.
WWE's creative is frustrating. It's the same shit over and over and over again.
And people eat it up.
Like, they have these massive fucking rosters, but it's the same 10 people fighting each other every fucking week after week after week after week.
It's that long-term storytelling.
Oh yeah, no, it's that bullshit 50-50 booking because they don't know how to get anybody over anymore.
That's funny. So then we get Corey Graves.
Speaking of,
Yeah, Corey Graves is apparently interviewing Sammy backstage earlier today. Mid-interview, Cross comes in, kicks Graves out, tells Sammy that basically what it all boils down to is Cross says that if he wins, Sammy has to say that Cross was right, and then Sammy's like, fine, but if I win, you have to say that you were wrong. And my problem with this segment...
It's so dumb.
My problem with this segment is I thought most of what Cross had to say was really good. And I do think
Yeah.
Cross's best thing about him is his ability to speak, whether it's to a camera, whether it's to a crowd. The dude is entertaining until he gets in the ring. But my problem with this is it's to force some sort of weird stipulation that's stupid and not needed.
Yeah, it's like it's questions of Sammy's character and that you're not what you say you are, and even though there's no evidence to support Cross's claim, Cross is just like speaking it to nothing really. And why can't it just be, I want your spot, I hit you in the fucking gut 3 weeks in a row, put you out of action for some time because I think I should have your spot, and it just that makes so much more sense. Because Sammy's talking about I want to be the world champion and da 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 da. Why can't Cross just be like, yeah, I do too, and you're in my way?
And fans, let me be 100% honest with you. Both these men are right. You want to know how I know they're both right? Because Sammy is only ever going to be who Triple H wants him to be, while Triple H is running things. But at the same time, Triple H is letting Sammy be Sammy right now.
Hey, at least he's not a mute luchador like he was in ROH.
Hey, you leave El Generico alone, sir. Best luchador ever.
It was fine. Wrestling was really good.
His wrestling's always really good, though.
It's very true. Sammy can go.
But yeah, no. So then I said, or I didn't say anything else. Match 3, we get Naomi, the Secret Hervis, Alba Fire, Piper Niven, and Chelsea Green.
You gotta say it like the ring announcer. Chelsea Green.
I dislike her as ring announcer so much. And every week I want to talk about it. And it's more specifically to do with when she does her championship match announcements.
It's annoying.
There's a way she says, and first, that drives me fucking nuts.
It makes me miss Ricochet's old lady.
Oh, she's so bad. Anyways.
Why can't I think of Ricochet's old lady now?
I can't either. It's okay.
That's gonna bug me.
But
I miss her though. Come back.
So we get them versus. I still think AEW and everybody missed up a chance. By the way, of hiring her to be Ricochet's only ring announcer. Like she doesn't announce anyone.
I agree.
She just comes out, announces him, and valets him, which is what she wanted to do.
Then you just make Justin Roberts look irrelevant, though.
No, because that's what puts Ricochet above so many others. Is he's got this woman who's considered a legend in what she does.
I would do it too. I would have done it too.
And then she still only has to show up once every often to do the announcing, valet him to the ring, and then she can go back to writing more music and singing.
That's right.
It's a win-win.
Just work Wednesdays.
But yeah, so it's the Bad Girls versus Io Sky, Stephanie Vecker, Nikki Bella, and Rhea Ripley. And honestly, this would have been my match of the night had AJ not wrestled.
Yeah, I was high on this match as well. I put Chelsea Green out there bumping like crazy for everybody.
Yeah. Before the match actually started, while the entrances were going, which I'm sure you fast forwarded through, we get a backstage interview with Bayley.
I did miss that. Good call. It's almost like you know me.
I've learned that if there's a segment during an entrance, you've missed it because you fast forward through the entrances.
It's because I work and I get home and then I gotta shove this 2 hour and fucking who knows how long minute show into like a 2 hour stretch. So I'm trying to save as much time as I can to get the gist of it in because I watch all of the actual wrestling.
Right.
But yeah, you are correct, sir. What did Bailey say? I'm glad Bailey was on the show.
Bailey says she's bummed that she isn't going to be at SummerSlam. First, she wasn't at WrestleMania, and now she's not going to be at SummerSlam.
She'll be there.
And she's at a loss for what she's doing in her career right now. Now, I say that to say this. There is rumor that somebody from, I believe, UFC is supposed to be showing up and asking for...
No.
It's somebody not in WWE. It's supposed to be asking for a... Or no, it's that rapper chick. Isn't it?
Oh, is it the one who's supposed to be hosting the SummerSlam?
I don't know.
Or is she hosting Survivor Series?
I don't know. But somebody is supposed to come out and basically open challenge because Bailey had joked about it on the internet with her. And the lady is supposed to come out.
Cardi B is the person you're talking about, and she is the host of SummerSlam.
And Bailey had said that she's going to come out and accept it since she doesn't have anything she's doing. That was before she lost the tag title match. So I don't know if they're still going to do that. But
I hope not.
I hope not as well, because I'm tired of seeing celebrities involved in shit. Even if Jelly Roll hit a really nice Black Hole Sam last week. So,
oh God, I'm so sick of Jelly Roll.
I put, and I put Faces won somehow. I got distracted with people bothering me at work. I just looked over and seeing that they had won. I'm guessing it was from whatever. I'm guessing it was from the Devil's Kiss, if I had to guess.
No, she did the Devil's Kiss, but then she did her weird tied up backbreaker thing that she calls the SBF or whatever. Oh. What the fuck does she call that thing? It does not look all that impactful to me, but she won with that. So Vakir went over. Who did she go over? She went over Chelsea, I believe.
Probably Chelsea. But yeah, I missed the very end of the match, and I wasn't going to rewind it. But
it was fine. It was a good match. It was a good TV match. Nikki Bella didn't get in anybody's way.
Thank goodness. Backstage, Finn and JD go. I got a funny comment, by the way. You were going to crack your ass up when we get there.
Nice.
Finn and JD go to boost morale with the losers of the earlier match. With the rest of their team, basically. Right before they go out to defend their titles against the LWO. And then that's the next match, LWO versus Judgment Day. I said during entrances, backstage segment, where Io tells Rhea that they are friends, but Rhea has never beaten her and she never will.
Yep, I saw that, and
oh, you got one. Let's go.
Yeah, I did. I saw that.
I said, okay, this was actually a better match than I thought it was going to be. I said, there is this great move.
As far as like wrestling goes, and like work rate and stuff, this was the best worked match.
I said, there's this great move where JD is hung upside down on the turnbuckle, and one of the LWO guys hit a coast-to-coast leg drop to JD's head. I said, but when you only have to travel half the distance because of how big that fucking head is, I think I could hit one.
Yeah, who was that? That was Wild on hell, I can't remember who's who on
I don't know
the LWO.
There is one guy I know who he is on LWO, and it's Dragon Lee. That's the one guy that wears a mask. I don't know who anybody. Well, Ray technically, if Ray's still a part of them, but he's disappeared because he's, I think, still injured.
Yeah, Ray's still hurt. So Dragon Lee is kind of the impromptu leader. What kind of got this match? So this would have been probably match of the night, but it got overbooked like crazy at the end.
Yeah, El Grande comes out, causes a distraction. Dragon Lee comes out to fight him off, and then another masked guy with a red, white, and blue mask came out, knocked the LWO guy that was on the top.
Corey Graves just kept calling El Grande Americano. So
right. Finn hit the coup de grace, and Judgment Day wins.
Yep.
I did write down, I don't know who the new mask guy was, but the internet since has said it's Pete Dunne, and side by side, it does look like him if you look at what you can see of his face through the mask. And
oh God, why are they? Why are they doing this to everybody?
I will say this: I have this thing that I both hope happens and that I hope doesn't happen, because
No.
I want to see it happen out of morbid curiosity. But I don't. But I don't want to see it happen because I do. I think it would be so stupid. What if there ends up being a whole faction of Grandes,
The whole, oh geez.
and the whole play is for them to eventually be like, even you could be a Grande Americano, and trying to get the crowd to be a
Could
part
you
of it.
imagine? Could you imagine all the cheap heel victories, all the shenanigans they could pull, like the trading places? Say Chad Gable does come back, like him switching places with people. He'd have to change his gear to where you can't obviously tell it's him, but like all the weird stuff that they could do with that.
It would be amazing,
It
dude.
doesn't really work when one's a foot taller than the other, but if you can get them like similar heights and builds and stuff.
But it could work, because is the ref really going to notice a huge height difference as long as like Ludwig Kaiser is like hunched over wrestling all the time, and then that way when dude comes back, they like, just as long as you
Nick,
look listen.
Nick, you can't miss 5 to 6 inches of height. You just can't. Even if they're horizontal laying on the ground,
And the
you're gonna be like,
wild
God damn, he got long all of a sudden.
the wild thing is they keep getting all of these like actual good technical wrestlers to play the role, because you had Chad starting it off, and now you've got Ludwig Kaiser, who's actually a pretty good technical wrestler. And if they're
I
actually
like
have
Ludwig Kaiser a lot.
if they're actually
They
gonna have Pete
they
Dunne do
did
it,
shit with him,
Pete Dunne is also a really good technical wrestler.
but it's so bad. They're not. I guess they're on TV. I guess they're being used, but man,
Dude, this gimmick is hella over in Mexico, which is crazy. Crazy. Um.
oh, yikes.
So yeah. So that was fun. Now again, I'm not going to sit here and say that is for sure Pete Dunne, but it does look like, if you look at the facial features between the mask compared to Pete Dunne
He
himself,
ain't doing anything.
it looks like it. I am about 95% sure Ludwig Kaiser is the current Go Grande Americano, though.
Yes, it's 100% confirmed.
Um,
Not on the show, but on the dirt sheets and stuff.
we get Gunther to come out for an in-ring segment. So after all that is when I had to pause because work kicked in and I had to take care of work with some error issues that kept me running late tonight. But I came back and watched the rest of it while I was finishing up work tonight. Gunther comes out for an in-ring segment, claims that he had a great clean week win last week. Speaking of people that stumbles over their goddamn promos.
And he did. He was the better promo last week.
Yeah, he did. He claims he made Punk shut up and Punk's music hit. Punk comes out and says he doesn't want to be the world heavyweight champion. He needs to be the needs to be the champion.
Needs it like oxygen, like the blood pumping through his veins.
He needs it like Midwest people. Midwest dads need alcohol or some shit.
He needs it like a fat kid loves cake.
I said Punk uncharacteristically struggled with his promo tonight. Bumbled over some words and points that he was trying to make. But at the end, he does make his final point, drops the mic, and walks out, which I thought was a good end to the promo, because it was.
Yeah, where he held down Gunther's microphone to finish his point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put solid from both, if not a bit cheesy from Punk.
And I still think CM Punk's going to win and then get cashed in on by Seth Rollins.
We'll see. I'll save my thoughts for Friday when we do the predictions, but yeah.
And then fuck, use Jay's music because FML.
Just me, Oos. Hey, there is one good thing about this match.
Oh,
It was very short.
There's something that there's a couple good things, but we'll get there. So, I spent the entire night for some reason thinking we were getting the tag match tonight, and then they were just gonna have another one at SummerSlam. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I kept talking about the tag match.
Well, you
Um,
kind of got that.
kind of. So the match was irritating the fuck out of me because Bronson Reed, being the monster heel, should have dominated 90% of this match. He should have been beating the absolute shit
Yeah.
out of Jey Uso. Jey
Jay
should
should have
have to
been the coming. Yeah.
try and
Yeah,
fight
Jay
back,
should have been fighting from back, from underneath. He should have been the underneath baby face, trying to stave off the monster.
but they 50-50 the shit out of this, and it was pissing me off.
Yeah, welcome to current day WWE.
Um, but thankfully, when they're outside the ring, Braun Breaker comes out of fucking nowhere and spears Uso. Sadly, it's not his best spear, but you know what? It ended the match. They beat down Jey Uso in a post-match beatdown. Roman Reigns' music hits. He finally finds his way to the entranceway.
Saunters to the ring slowly,
He
enjoying his theme music very much.
He had a Punk moment from last week where it's like he couldn't find his way out. He finally got there though. He gets us out to the entrance. He goes in. He saves Jay. We get a super kick here, a Superman punch there. The villains finally come back and get the upper hand. Roman gets speared out of his goddamn mind.
Yes, he did.
They then tsunami Jay. Shortly thereafter, they tsunami Roman. Breaker ends up spearing both Roman and Jay through the barricade at the same time. I'm so tired of seeing this spot.
Yep.
And then I also mentioned that Breaker is Rick's kid, but he sounds more like Scott than he does Rick when he talks.
He really does. I thought there was about to be some Steiner math out there.
But my favorite part was almost at the very, very, very end when Bronson Reed robs Roman of his shoes.
These are mine now.
He kissed him, which was a little weird.
Right? You don't know where those things have been.
Right. But I loved the fact that he took them off of Roman's feet after they laid him out and left with them. I was like, that is fantastic. I need more of that in my wrestling. Where's Crime Time? I know one of us passed away, but
yeah, he heroically saved his son, and yeah. But yeah, this was it was way too long. It was way too long. I do like that the heels stood tall at the end.
It just means they're going to lose at the pay-per-view, though.
Well, yeah. But they weren't going over Jay and Roman anyways. But yeah, it's just sad that the post-match angle was longer than the actual match itself.
Yeah. And like I said, I am so tired of people spearing people through barricades or missing and spearing the barricade. Like,
I'm tired of spears. Everybody fucking does one. Super kicks. Everybody fucking does one. There's no diversifying movesets anymore.
There are 2 people in WWE that should be doing the spear, and only 2 people. Both of them are involved in this match, for sure. But there's no reason Jay should be doing it.
Yeah. It's overused. They don't protect moves like they used to. And they should really start thinking about that again.
And if they ever decided to make sure that only one person should be doing the spear, 100% should be Breaker. 100%.
Oh, yeah, it's half his identity.
That man has speared so many people so viciously.
His actually looks like a spear and like a tackle, where the other people's just look like running hugs.
Or you've got people like Jay who dive into the air and it looks like the spear should be hurting them more than it hurts the people they're hitting with it.
It's just running hugs where they just roll off of people.
But yeah, no, some moves absolutely still need to be protected. The super kick thing we're never going to get away from. Every person that's, somewhere between that's thin in build is going to do one.
Do something else. Just do a thrust. Do a fucking bicycle kick or something. I don't care. That not everybody has to do a super kick.
Start doing mule kicks. I want to see a good
do drop kicks. Do fucking drop kicks. Nobody does drop kicks anymore except Okada.
We had one good drop kick tonight. Who was it?
Io does one off the top.
No, somebody went to go.
Or was it Kyrie?
Someone went to go do. It was 2 males that were wrestling, and somebody went to go do a move. I think it was during the tag match. Somebody went,
Probably.
somebody went to go do from the LWO. They went to go do a splash or like off the ropes type thing. Think like how the Phenomenal Forearm's done.
Yeah, springboard move.
They went to go do a springboard into the ring, and if I remember correctly, it was JD hit this drop.
That sounds
kick
right. Yeah, I remember that.
Mid fucking air and connected well, and it looked really good.
Yeah, it doesn't. You don't have to just do a fucking super kick.
But yeah, no. Over above all, Raw is far more serviceable than SmackDown is.
Yeah, SmackDown's just a pointless show.
But it still wasn't great.
Mid. It's mid.
I will say, I think it's interesting that I had mentioned the TLC match, and then on SmackDown,
Yes.
they gave us a TLC match, and it's actually 6 teams. Now, I'm not happy with it being 6 teams. I didn't need that many.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be very overbooked and very busy.
But they have at least 2 of the teams I said should be in it. DIY's in it, and
Yep.
Motor City
Machine Guns. Yep.
So, there's that. That'll probably also be on night 1. Did you notice it looks like they're putting all the gimmick matches on night 1, and night 2 is all the singles championship matches?
Punk made it seem like he's wrestling on Saturday, so
Did he?
one of the world title matches will be on Saturday. The other one will be on Sunday, which obviously Cena will be on Sunday because that's the main title.
Right.
But
But yeah,
honestly, the TLC match is the match I'm most excited about now.
there's a couple. I'm excited for the women's triple threat match.
Yeah, I think it has the potential to be good. Punk and Gunther, I think has potential as well, but I'm a Punk mark.
And I want Gunther to fucking.
I want Gunther to win
destroy him.
too.
I
don't want him to destroy him, but
him.
I do want Gunther to win. I think it's going to do more for Gunther than it's going to do for Punk. I want Punk to get desperate and be like just a desperate asshole who's just like he has to win. Like I want his desperation to like take over and him be like just and that's the reason he goes heel or something.
I still think that's. Listen, there's an easy way to do that. Have Seth cash in and win.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Well,
It is a possibility.
We'll talk more about that on Friday. But yeah, no. We've got the good news is I guess both nights of SummerSlam start at 6 Eastern.
Nice.
And since they don't do an actual pre-show worth a damn, I don't have to tune in.
So that's
until 6.
that's the event starts at 6.
Yep, both nights, 6 Eastern.
Fuck, that means it's gonna be like 5 hours each fucking night. I'm hoping not. I hope it's a nice, clean 3 hours and you're done. But we'll see.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 6 Eastern.
I have a feeling it's gonna be like 4 hours each night at least, and that's too damn long.
That doesn't bother me. 4 hours is what a pay-per-view used to be. 2 nights of it though is gonna be rough.
Indeed.
But it also depends on how good the matches are.
True. We say all this like we don't love professional wrestling.
Yeah, no. Like, don't get me wrong, guys. AEW.
It's just the
did
way
all
it is
in.
now. It's so monotonous. There's not a lot of.
Here's the difference. AEW put on one show for 7 hours, right? 6.5 hours. 7 hours. And it was match after match after match after match after match, and they kept it going.
Yep, work rate was good.
WWE, my problem with WWE and their PLEs is
it's advertisement city.
Match, 30 minutes of advertisement. Match, 30 minutes of advertisement. Match, 30 minutes, and it's because they're doing the advertisements for those of us that don't get the that aren't paying for premium Peacock, and we get stuck with the stupid ads. Whereas everybody with premium Peacock is watching it with they're watching the match breakdowns of why the next 2 people that are wrestling.
Yeah, they're watching the vignettes.
Yeah. And it's just, I'm so tired of it. I am so, like, you guys don't understand. We grew up at a time where we would watch WWE, WWF pay-per-view, and it would be like WrestleMania, and it would be 17 matches. and it would be a 4-hour card. And yeah, there were some throwaway matches, and which I can understand why people would be like, "Oh, we don't really need too many throwaway matches." Yeah, fine, but I would rather have throwaway matches to fill up that time in between the big matches. I don't.
It
I,
variety is key.
I don't need the 20-minute vignettes of shit that I've been watching for the last 4 months.
Right? Like I watch your TV. I already know these things. I don't need a recap of a recap of a recap.
You're like, oh, it's for the casuals. Well, you motherfuckers are watching too. Like, how many people do you think actually tune on to a WWE pay-per-view that don't know anything that's going on? I mean, there's definitely some. Do not get me wrong. We used to be those people.
Here's the other thing. Don't kid yourself that your storytelling is this fucking complicated that you need all these recaps.
Yeah. How many of these matches were thrown together in the last 3 weeks?
I literally sit and predict the lines that are coming out of their mouths next. So it's and yeah, okay, you watch a lot of wrestling. Yeah, okay. Yes. But you are not breaking any new ground here.
No. Well, you are. This is the first SummerSlam in probably 20 years that I'm just like, I don't care.
Well, not new ground in a good way. Hey, but it's 2 nights. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Cardi B's going to be there. She's going to host.
Oh, God. Dude, I wish you wouldn't have reminded me. I don't.
WWE Universe.
I dislike Cardi B as a human being and a rapper so much.
Yeah. I'm indifferent. I don't really know a ton of her stuff, so I'm not gonna really chime in there. But I could go without the celebrity shit. Couldn't Jelly Roll just have hosted, and then we could have got an actual good match with Randy Orton in it?
Listen, do you want to know who I would rather see come out and host?
Jon Stewart.
Yes. Now who I was gonna go with, but yes, sure.
Okay. Well, hey, I like Jon Stewart. So.
I was gonna say Jimmy Hart. his buddy just passed away. Let him come out and do some things.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not.
He's gonna be pushing that legacy merch.
I'm not, like I said. There are like a couple matches I am looking forward to at SummerSlam. Don't get me wrong.
It's just gonna have a lot of other things.
There's just a lot that I'm not. A lot more that I'm not than I am. Oh, so yeah, we've got a busy week. We've got Wednesday. We're off tomorrow, thankfully.
Yeah, we got one off day.
And then I don't have D&D Friday, so we're gonna be able to do Dynamite Wednesday. They moved Collision to Thursday like they normally do when WWE runs a big pay-per-view.
Yep.
Which I love that he does that, by the way.
I agree. I think it's smart.
And then, so Collision on Thursday, we'll have SmackDown and our SummerSlam predictions Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday are both SummerSlam, and then Monday is Raw.
Busy.
So, fun times. Glad we're wrestling fans, or this would suck even more than it's already going to.
Right? It would feel more like a job. Even though we're going from our job to this.
But yeah, so SummerSlam's on the way. It's the Hot WrestleMania, as Simon likes to call it.
It's the biggest party of the summer, is what they used to call it.
Yeah, it definitely ain't anymore.
It's timid, and I don't know. I know they've had some injuries and stuff, and this wasn't exactly the card we were going to get, but really the injury only affected one match. Because the rumor was going to be Seth and Roman. But it's just...
But are we sure there was actually an injury? I still think didn't.
I think there was at least a slight. We'll find out. We'll know for sure come Sunday evening.
Yeah. Well, Saturday evening, probably.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
But yeah. All right, guys. That is going to do it. We will see you guys Wednesday for, like I said, Dynamite. And then, all right. Take care. Peace out. Deuces.
Later.